Whenever I think to film a Q&A video, my first thought is, who really cares what I have to say? But then my second thought is, wait, why wouldn't I want to just yap for 30 minutes straight? Because that's my only actual skill that I have, is never shutting up.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here. Boop.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 right here. As you see from the title, today is a Q&A. I haven't filmed one, I think, for almost 2 years, and I always just like to sprinkle a Q&A here and there just to catch up and to connect further than just the YouTube comments. So I asked on my Instagram stories and also YouTube community tab if you had any questions, personal, fashion, etc., and I am gonna answer them. First question, got any summerween plans? And yeah, I do. I only have one summerween plan technically right now, but it is like the biggest summerween plan to have, which is that John and I are going to Midsummer Scream, a Halloween/horror convention that happens in August. We've never been and we are so pumped. However, that is 2 months away, so I do need some other summerween activities. Let me know if you have any summerween plans because I need ideas. The account Ghoul Host does post about spooky events that are happening in Southern California, so I have my eye on a couple. She also posted about this coffee shop that is Halloween themed all year round. It's like gothic, serves pumpkin spice all year round, that I really want to go to. Why wouldn't I want to have pumpkin spice in June? Like, I don't even care for pumpkin spice that much, or like sugary drinks, but like for the vibes. Also, I do want to watch some scary movies this summer because in October last year, I watched a lot of like classic scary movies for the very first time, and just the first one. So a lot of them have a bunch of sequels that if I wait till October, I would not be able to get through all of them. So like Insidious, The Conjuring, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Chucky. We also just watched Backrooms and Obsession in theaters, so that kind of felt like a summerween activity since they're like kind of scary. Which Obsession, yeah, totally deserves all the hype. It, I think, is in my like top of my favorite movies of all time. I got a couple questions asking if I was gonna make any DIY clothing videos, thrift flips, sewing, and I wanna say yes. I just don't know when. I realize I really don't have the basics down when it comes to sewing. I started my sewing journey in 2019 was when I first bought my sewing machine, and it was to make videos about, and I think that really hurt my progress and skill because I wasn't learning how to sew just for myself and taking that time to make mistakes. Instead, I was trying to do it, number one, on a time crunch, number two, without any basic understanding of the fundamentals of a sewing machine and just like sewing in general and patterns. And yes, I've definitely learned a lot in those past 7 years of still kind of sewing here and there, but I am still running into, anytime I go to sew, it basically takes me like an hour to even set up to be able to sew because I am running into so many issues. And there is a sewing class that I think I have found that just having that in-person learning, I think, would be really beneficial to actually see what am I doing wrong, how do I make sure I don't do it, and also if it does happen, what do I do to then fix it. I actually was planning for 2026 to try and make something every single month, whether it was a thrift flip, making a garment from scratch, or just kind of slightly customizing a clothing item because I was inspired by Shelby, who did something similar back in 2025. However, I did have a challenging start to my year, and I feel like even now I'm still kind of catching up. The whole idea is to keep yourself accountable to progress your skill, which I think I will do starting this month. However, I'm not gonna film it. I feel I need to sew a good amount of stuff just for me before I make any type of videos about it. Maybe if I do it for the next 6 months, and so I make something every single month for those 6 months, maybe I'll do like, oh, everything I made in 6 months or something. Regardless, I don't want to be a DIY channel. I'm not professional, and even with like progressing my skill, I never will be. It's just like not where my passion is. So I would probably implement thrift flips and like DIYs in other videos, like a come thrift with me for like a thrift flip or something like that, and not really like dedicated. But it is really fun to customize your clothing and can be super sustainable. So I want it to have some sort of part with my channel, but definitely not like the full thing. Any hair growth tips? Unfortunately, I do think I'm gonna disappoint with my answer because there is no secret magic sauce that will make your hair instantly grow. I am honestly flabbergasted that my hair is even this long. Like, I truly actually don't even know how it's gotten this long. It has been a full 3 years since I did that big like chop bob after my bleach fail, and in those 3 years I've been consistently very gentle with my hair. I do follow the Abigail method for those 3 years, but I don't think it's necessarily just because of products that my hair has grown. It's more habits. And when I look back, because this is what my hair has looked my entire life, there's things looking back that I'm like, yeah, no wonder it didn't grow. Number one, I used to bleach it to oblivion. I would go from dark brown to platinum blonde in 1 month, and then I would change it again, and then I would change it again. So it's no wonder it could never grow past my collarbones. I do still bleach my hair. I like being blonde. I'm sure if I didn't bleach it and just had my natural, my hair would be even healthier, but I'm totally fine with the state that it's in. I only get it done twice a year, and I only do highlights. With my hair being so fine, I'm just now a lot more careful. Like, I don't wear my hair in buns, like maybe 3 times a year, and that is pushing it because my hair will break. So now I opt, if I want to put my hair up, I do it in braids. Also, I brush my hair just multiple times throughout the day. My hair is very tangly. Before, I wouldn't brush my hair throughout the day, so by the end it would be a massive tangle. It would cause breakage trying to get it out, whereas now I don't even let it get to that state. I also sleep with a hair bonnet every single night. I've been doing that since 2020, but I think that has greatly helped, again, with my hair being very tangly. And the thing is, before, my hair was growing, like I was having roots, but it was never getting longer because it was just breaking off. I just feel like in these past 3 years, I've been focusing on maintaining the health of my hair strands versus new growth, and in turn it's made it so my hair strands stay versus breaking off, which then have made it possible to grow. There are products that have made a difference in growing my hair, like the Fable and Mane scalp oil. I've been using that for 3 years, and doing a pre-wash oil, like I can really see the difference, specifically in shedding. Also the Apres pre-wash like spray, I do that once a week. I don't take any like extra supplements or anything. I've been taking the same vitamins since 2020. I think my biggest hair growth tips is patience and being very gentle. Since we're on the topic of my hair, I also got the question, how long are you planning to grow your hair? As long as it will grow. Like, maybe if it hits the length of my butt, I may kind of like trim it, but I don't know, maybe I'll just keep going. I'm really trying to go for Rapunzel because my entire life I have cried about wanting long hair, and this is like a first experience type of thing, so I truly don't even know how long it can go. I will say I really like the length that it is now, but I would like it to grow longer. I'm right now focusing on trying to get it the length of my belly button, and it's probably like, I have like this much more. My hair is the only dream I've ever had. I've never dreamed of labor or having children or even getting married, but I've dreamed of long hair. If you could steal one character's wardrobe and only one, who would you choose and why? And a reply to that question is betting on Phoebe Buffay, and 100%, you know me so well. Phoebe Buffay's style is the perfect combination of dark colors, quirky patterns, and a little bit of boho. Like, truly the perfect casual like version of whimsy goth. Somebody like Buffy Summers, whose style I love, is a little bit too plain for me, and then someone like Lizzie McGuire is a little bit too colorful. However, I think those three are my perfect like holy trinity, with Phoebe Buffay being at the top because I do enjoy Y2K bright colors, but like at the heart I would be totally satisfied by only wearing Phoebe Buffay's outfits. Like, everyone is such a hit. Favorite quote from a story, poem, etc. Originally, I was gonna skip this question because I'm not really a quote person, but then I realized for the past 6 months, I wanna say, anytime I'm in like a low point, whether it has to do with dealing with health stuff or mental health stuff, this particular song lyric from Addison Rae's Headphones On just has been shown to me either on TikTok or Instagram. I do engage with Addison Rae stuff, so it's not uncommon to be served Addison Rae stuff, but truly anytime I'm not doing well, these particular lyrics always come up for me, which is, I know the lows are what makes the highs higher, so I tell myself this is a reminder, life's no fun through clear waters. It is kind of reminding myself when I'm in that low place that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm the type of person when I am not doing well, again, physically or mentally, that like I just think that's how it's gonna be for the rest of my life. Even if I have a cold, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a cold for the rest of my life. So it's kind of a like, hey, yes, there's gonna be some lows, but there are gonna be some highs, and the lows don't last forever. They can last a long time. They could last years, but there will be good times. Also, the lyric, there's no fun through clear waters. I don't know if it's because I have OCD that I just want everything to be like perfect and amazing and happy all the time. Basically any other emotion than happy is like unacceptable, but that's not real life. And so to me, it's like, that's what life is. Sometimes things kind of suck, sometimes things are great, and with the ocean, you know, it being completely calm, you're not able to surf. So sounds really corny when I explain it out, but that's at least how I am interpreting specifically that part. It just keeps being shown to me whenever I need the reminder the most. Have you played / thought about playing Paralives yet? If you don't know, Paralives is a life sim game similar to The Sims, but it's from an independent company with a really small staff. It's crowdfunded, and with the EA buyout, The Sims future is pretty grim, so Paralives is really attractive. I have been playing The Sims since I was 6 years old, and I'm kind of like a one game type of person. I had a little spurt in 2020 with Animal Crossing, but truly since I was 6 years old, I have been playing just The Sims. I am interested in Paralives. I haven't bought it yet, but I just finished Little Simsy's 5-hour live stream that she did, and now I have a better idea of the game, and I'm just kind of contemplating if I want to wait a little bit further into early access, or maybe when it's out of early access, because there are a lot of bugs right now, you know, kinks. It's in early access, so it's not actually like officially done. And so I'm trying to figure out if I want to be part of kind of giving feedback, or if I want to wait, but also I'm contemplating just buying it this week. It isn't like a copy of The Sims, like really trying to compare them both when The Sims has been around for over 20 years and Paralives is kind of just getting started, or it has been in development for I think like 7 years, but now is just coming out in early access. It's kind of its own thing. Funny enough, right before the EA buyout was announced, I was actually gonna make a second channel just to make like gaming Sims videos, which I obviously didn't do once that happened. However, I still play The Sims. It's just about not buying new packs from them. So I still could do that and then maybe do like Paralives videos. I'm not sure yet. It may be a little bit too niche. I don't know how many people are interested. Ooh, I thought this question was really interesting. What do you think 2018 Alexa would think of 2026 Alexa's style? If you haven't been following me since 2018, if you have, hello, thank you so much for still being here. Back then, I mainly just wore gray, black, white, mom jeans, and Harley Davidson. Like that was the uniform, and it was very intentional. Like I think at the beginning of 2018, I even like decluttered all of the color in my closet because I thought I needed to only wear neutrals. For some reason, I think I would be happy that I still wear my Doc Marten Jadens because I got them in 2018. I would be very confused by the low-rise jeans. I probably would have cried if I put low-rise jeans on back in 2018. I don't think I would necessarily hate my 2026 style. I would just be confused. I had one view of how I wanted my style to be, and like anything outside of that, it was like, can't compute, I don't understand. Please disregard the outfit change, the location change. It's been a couple of days because I ran out of time filming originally, and there were still more questions I want to answer, so sorry about that. But anyway, next question is summer shoe Rex. I'm probably the worst person to ask this question to, but I'm gonna answer it because I do have a point. Because a lot of the like summer it girl shoes, I either don't like or they wouldn't be functionable or wearable. Like I just wouldn't be able to walk in them, or they're open toe. And if you don't know, in February, I had half of my big toenail removed. I know, icky, gross. I did get some questions asking me how my toe is doing. And I guess a little update within this question is it's doing all right. It's about 1/3 grown back. So there's still a big chunk, and then there's like a crusty, like blood scab on it. It's just like not a pretty picture. So if I'm wearing open toe shoes right now, which are my Doc Marten flower like open toe sandals, I'm wearing a band-aid. And I feel like with that shoe, it doesn't take away from the cuteness of the shoe, whereas a lot of these other summer shoes, like a band-aid would ruin the outfit. It really would, especially now my left big toe is having issues. I actually just saw my podiatrist yesterday to trim the nail because it was starting to dig and potentially becoming an infection and having to remove it like I did with the other, which at some point I will have to get it removed again, like half the toenail into like the side of my toe on both toes, because I just have chronic ingrown toenails because of genetics. So I'm just gonna deal with it for the rest of my life. And my podiatrist recommended doing acid to actually like burn away the side so it's not able to grow back. But he said that it doesn't have like a gap, so it's not gonna be like I have just like an empty gap on my toe. But he says it's only like 80% effective, but recommends it for how bad my ingrown toenail toe anatomy is. So that's something I will have to deal with. I have to do each toe a different time, so I'll be like out again 2 different times for like a full month. Yeah, that's a whole other thing I'm trying not to think too bad about. But that means that my left toe, the way that he has to cut it, also doesn't look very good. So now I'm putting a band-aid on that toe if I am in public and like having my toes out. So I have band-aids on both feet. And so even more so, it's just really not cute. So I'm opting for more closed toe summer shoes. My Buzz Doc Martens are my like all year round shoe, but especially in summertime, I think they're still very comfy. I did get some Fisherman Doc Marten sandals at a warehouse sale. I used to own them and then I said goodbye to them for some stupid reason. I put them on my Depop, and so I bought them again, but very, very discounted. And then my Doc Marten T-Bar Mary Janes are also my summer shoe. But I am on the hunt, and I'm gonna find better summer shoes for you all to include in summer outfit videos, because I saw your comments in my last outfits video because I wore boots and jeans in those outfits, and I get it. You know, it's 100 degrees outside. You're not gonna be wearing boots. I was just like really excited about wearing the jeans that I thrift flipped and like showing them off. And then also some new Fry boots I got off of Depop, but it was not the place to do that. So I am gonna be refilming a summer outfits video that has no jeans and no boots, but I'm wanting to find more shoes to include in that just to make the outfits more interesting, because I really would just be rotating between those 3 shoes, which yes is very normal and something I do day to day. But I think for like YouTube outfit ideas type of thing, like I want to just give more inspo within that. Hopefully that makes sense. That's always like the weird thing with like obviously wanting to own stuff that I'm gonna wear day to day, but then also have like additional stuff that's good for like styling purposes specifically. And summer shoes especially is where that like very like polar opposites of like my personal style, my personal opinion, my comfort, but then the actual like summer weather style and inspo and all that. That was a tangent answer. If you have any summer shoe recs that you have loved, let us know in the comments so we can all give each other recommendations, because obviously I am not helping with that. If you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, which color would you choose and why? And then there's a reply with a question: if you could only wear one outfit formula, including shoes, for the rest of your life, which one would you choose and why? So the color one, absolutely easy, black. I would have no issues wearing full head to toe black for the rest of my life. Like, it goes with itself, I love purple, but I just don't think I would be as like happy to wear it head to toe for the rest of my life. Like a head to toe purple outfit is a time, but I just think I would get sick of it. And then for outfit formula, this one did stump me. I had to go on TikTok and search outfit formulas because I don't usually think about them when I'm getting dressed. I've done a couple of videos of trying outfit formulas, but nothing has stuck where it's like I always go back to it. And I saw one that was like crop top or top with a maxi skirt, and I think that is my perfect outfit formula that I could wear for the rest of my life. And then we'll say boots, like boots, maxi skirt, and a little baby tee, a little crop top, even a long t-shirt. Like that is a foolproof outfit formula to me, the only foolproof and like actual outfit formula that I like and I do dress in, not on purpose, but because I saw it was an outfit formula, I was like, oh, I actually do that. What are some things that you're enjoying lately? Physical things, media, food, etc. Okay, food wise, gluten-free people, listen up. If you have a Sprouts near you, you need to go to it because their bagels are so good. Specifically their lemon flavor that right now is like their summer ingredient focus. Those bagels are one of the best things I've ever had that's been gluten-free. And then previous to that, they had a jalapeno version of the bagel. Oh my gosh, I miss it so much. Whenever there's a bread specific gluten-free product that's good, it needs to be screamed off of rooftops because that is so rare. I'm gonna be making a favorites dedicated video very soon, so I don't want to mention anything that I'm gonna mention in that video, but I want to shout out the Miffy Fruit Bagu Urban Outfitters collab. Yeah, I did say I wasn't gonna buy anything from Bagu in 2026, but fruit pattern is my weakness, and then you add on Miffy, and I was needing a different laptop case, so it was kind of a functional purchase, but also, I mean, yeah, it's so cute. And I did in fact buy the big bowler in the pattern as well. Like this unfortunately was made for me. I recently bought the Heretic Personalized Discovery Set perfume. This is the first time I've ever tried Heretic perfumes, and it truly is that like gothic, dark, moody, gloomy scents that I have been looking for. I can't even pick my favorite. I love every single one. I have Smudge, Black Salt, Dirty Hinoki, Nosferatu, and Haxon. Right now I am focusing on Haxon just because I want to wear each of them for like multiple days to see how they last and also smell throughout the day as well, to then maybe pick my favorite and buy an actual bottle. But it makes me want to try so many more Heretic perfumes because usually it is pretty slim pickings of perfume I like because I really don't enjoy floral scents. Nosferatu is probably the most floral feminine scent that I would do and I actually like, but I don't think I would buy an actual like big perfume. Maybe a little travel size for here and there. Not really an everyday for me for this scent, but the others have just like this gorgeous, musky, masculine, but also like an antique store in the best way, not in a grandma way, but like in a like witchy way. Media favorites, I'll say number one is Widow's Bay on Apple TV Plus. That show is so good. Also, John and I have hit season 10 of Supernatural. It has just been such a joy watching that for the very first time. We also saw Shrek in theaters. It was showing, and I know that's not necessarily new, but there was just so much joy watching the cinematic masterpiece that is Shrek in theaters again. The AMC A-lister membership has to be a favorite because John and I do see 4 movies a week, and it's just been so nice to go to the movie theater. Going to the movie theater used to bring me so much anxiety, even before COVID, specifically with potentially something happening, being in an enclosed space, where's my exit, Can I run fast enough down the stairs type of thing to where I couldn't relax in a movie theater. And maybe it's because now I have just been going so much that I don't feel that same anxiety. It is unfortunately still in the back of my head, but I'm proud of myself that I haven't let it stop me from going, and it has brought me a lot of joy. I thought this question was really interesting. It's what has been a learning curve in exploring your own fashion choices? I think it is layering. There are some people that just layer on a level that my mind cannot wrap around, and even having an outfit with a belt is like, oh my gosh, this is almost making me dizzy. Like, it is such a difficult thing for me to do, and I don't know why. If it just feels uncomfortable sometimes, it feels like too much, but not in a way where it's like, oh, you're too much, you're too maximalist. It's like I feel like there's too much on the outfit that's weighing me down. But I also know layering can really make an outfit, and again, the people that I am inspired by, I just cannot figure out how to do it in a way that makes me feel comfortable. And I feel like that's where whimsy goth style really thrives in layering, and the way that people are able to execute it so well is something I am very much having difficulty with. This next question is a little long, so I'm not going to read it fully out, but it's asking about my migraines. They are also a migraine sufferer, and they had asked, how are you able to deal with so many? Have you found any useful tips? If you don't know, quick little recap, I have been getting consistently a migraine a month since 2019. It kind of started every other month, and then by like 2020, the beginning of 2020, it was like every single month I'm getting at least one migraine, and my migraines always last 3 days if medication doesn't take them away right away. And so I've been dealing with that since then. I'm managing it somewhat. I have been taking magnesium for like 3 years because that can help with migraines. It hasn't helped with mine. I tried birth control to see if it was hormonal. I still got migraines. I got jaw Botox to see if my TMJ was causing the monthly migraines. My TMJ does cause migraines, but not the like consistent at least once a month. It'll just give me a different other migraine that I can also get in a month. Because not only will I get that always once a month migraine, I can also get more migraines in that month depending on my triggers, which I really try to live quite a strict lifestyle because of my triggers. I can, control that to the best of my ability, but then I can't control this like monthly migraine that I was getting for absolutely no reason, like tracking it and everything. I do use a migraine app, so that is a tip. Get a migraine app. I don't know if there's anything better. If you know of a better one, please let me know. I was just in desperate need of one to track it because I'd been using my notes to track my migraines for like 6 years. I finally downloaded this one, MIG. It's not a paid app. I don't know if there's a paid membership. I don't have the paid membership. I have been using this since the beginning of 2026. And like I said, I had been managing it, for gosh, the past 7 years, I guess, as best as I could, with originally just Excedrin migraine, which would take it from like a level 10 to like a level 6, which is not that much, but any type of relief when you have a migraine is appreciated. But I would still get the 3-day migraine. So I had a level 6 migraine for 3 days. In 2023, I finally went to a new doctor and she prescribed me a actual migraine medication, and you have to take it right when you're getting a migraine for it to actually take it away. And if it does work, that migraine will only last, the 3 hours that the migraine medication is kicking in. So I won't have it for 3 days. But if it doesn't, which I would say it works like half of the time, it's like a 50-50 chance that the migraine medication is gonna take the migraine away. It will at least take it to like a 4 or 5. Sometimes it'll still be up there close to a 10, but it usually does help a little. In January, I for some reason just had a 5-day migraine and nothing worked. A level 10 migraine for 5 days. I could barely open my eyes. I could barely eat. It was so incredibly painful. And since then, I've been getting a migraine a week. That's why I posted on my community tab that I needed to forego my uploading schedule because I don't know when the migraine is going to happen in the week. Again, I'm even more so really trying to live in a way where I'm not hitting my triggers, but like it's just happening. And I am finally going to a migraine specialist. I got an MRI, that is all good. And so now we're talking about preventative migraine medication that you take daily. I have been putting it off because I'm scared. A lot of migraine medication side effect is nausea. And actually my migraine medication that I take when I have a migraine causes intense nausea. Like I just feel so incredibly sick for about 2 hours and then hopefully it takes away the migraine. And the only reason I've been able to push through taking it, number one, the migraine is so painful that at that point you're like, I do not care. I'm gonna be nauseous for 3 days anyway. When I got prescribed that, I was going to therapy and I have emetophobia, and with working with my therapist, I was able to, you know, like push through that because getting nausea from the migraine is obviously like a trigger with my phobia, but there's something about taking something that's then also gonna cause me nausea, even though it's gonna take away the other nausea from being as long. Like, again, phobias don't make any sense, but I've been able to at least push through that because of the foundation of working with my therapist originally. Whereas trying something new that could also cause nausea is something I'm having a tough time doing, even though again every single week I'm being incredibly nauseous because of the migraine. It is just a tough thing to push through, but I am going to because I can't live my life this way for the rest of my life. The fact that it was already kind of like sucky before getting a monthly one, and then maybe I would get 2 a month, but now to have it 4 times a month and lasting potentially 3 to 4 days, like that, yeah, is no way to live. So working on it, I'll keep you all updated, but again, just really appreciate your understanding. Sending all my love to my migraine sufferers. It sucks. Actually, something I hate to say, run, don't walk, to go by is this ice head helmet thing that either Nicole Raffi or Kel Lauren had recommended on their Instagram stories. They both suffer from migraines, and one of them, I can't remember which one, recommended it. I instantly bought it, and I think I've had it for a year now, and that has been a life-changing thing. Sometimes that is the only reason I'm able to sleep with a migraine. It is quite painful because it's literally just like frozen, you know, ice pack thing or whatever helmet that you put all the way down. It hurts, but it hurts so bad that it kind of like takes your mind off of how painful the migraine is. Alrighty, I think that's all the questions I'm gonna answer in this video. If you have made it to this point, thank you so much for watching this entire video. I really appreciate you. And if you don't already subscribe, make sure you hit subscribe right down below. Also follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.